Hello, my name is Hersh, and welcome to the HERshyt Show. Well, a little bit about it. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you'll probably cuss at me, but that's all right. I just want to bring to you the realization of what's really going on in this world that a lot of people are afraid to speak on. Enjoy. So welcome to this week's The HERshyt Show. We want to talk about, I guess it's going to be a blend of between the era of Obamacare, the market, I think it's the marketplace now or something like that, where you go on. And then you got VA healthcare, and then you got the civilian sector or whatnot of through your business or through your business, like legit your business or the company that you work for or whatever. But in the United States, like the United States is the top most expensive place if your ass gets sick. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, we have the VA. Yeah, we have, and like you were saying prior to us recording, if you don't have two health insurances, like, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. Do you have health insurance?
Nope.
And they make you feel bad if you make it.
Yeah, it's like, if you can't afford it, well, you must not care about yourself. Right. You must not
care about yourself. Have somebody actually told you that? Have you actually had somebody tell you that, though? Like,
well, I mean, not in so many words, but I mean, I can read what you're saying. You don't got to tell me. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. Like,
and that lowers somebody, you think, well, damn, okay.
People get have their damn ear falling off.
All it's done with me is revert back to plants, the Native American way. That's all it's done is be like, okay.
Not if your ear falling off.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean, to an extent. I mean, there's certain things you got to have.
Yeah.
But there's some things, like it's preventable. Your diet, your food you take in.
But why do you think that it is so freaking... I mean, I looked it up a little bit. I did, y'all know I researched the hell out some shit. But why, in your opinions, is it so freaking expensive?
Because it's needed. It's something that you have to have. You think about it, you get sick with the illness, you're going to need to be able to cover the cost of, say you have cancer. Mm-hmm. You think you can come out of pocket and afford all the cancer treatments?
No.
So it's something that's needed. It's not like any other country where they give away, free health care.
Switzerland, I think, is one. There's a few of them that have.
See, that's one of the reasons I want my house sold. So I can get my health. I can go see about some things. It's not just that I'm being greedy. No, there's shit I got to do.
Yeah.
It's the U.S. They're going to make their money.
I know they also have with the Medicaid, the state benefits.
Right.
But they're only going to allow you to get so much done.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can't pay it, you absolutely get dogged down. Mm-hmm.
And then
it makes you feel that big. You're like...
Dental insurance is separate. Vision insurance is separate. I didn't learn none of this shit until after I got out of the military, and I was like, what do you mean I got to actually pay for vision?
It shouldn't be a luxury. Or eyeballs shouldn't be a luxury item. And I'm hearing impaired. Like, literally, I can get on disability probably because I'm so hearing impaired. But it's like, that costs money.
Yeah.
If I don't have insurance, forget it. I'm like, I just walk around,
when I had a stroke in 2001, just even back then, and that's 21 years ago. When I had my stroke, I looked at the itemized bill. Of course, the military ended up being charged for it or whatever because I was active duty at the time. But one pair of gloves that they used in the ambulance was $500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how much it paid.
That was in 2001.
My 27-year-old knee surgery that I had back then, and I got metal in my leg, just two big old screws was like beyond something you could ever imagine paying for.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's that kind of stuff should not
be... My mom had to have an emergency surgery to where, I guess, it was something when she ended up having like appendicitis or something when she was younger. The scar tissue had pushed her inside. They literally had to...
No joke.
They had to legit pull everything back, set it right, and sit it in that little cage or web or whatever mesh that they sit it in. But they legit had to pull hers to get all that scar tissue out. And that surgery alone was like $100 and something thousand, $200. But they expected her to put $15,000 down.
But when I got bit by a snake,
before the surgery.
When I got bit by a snake, this is with insurance.
With insurance.
With insurance.
Yeah.
They still want you to put 20% down.
Yeah, and when I got bit by a snake, went
It's
straight to the
crazy.
ER. This is with insurance. I had top of the line, PPO. I had the best insurance you could have. USAA. And it was like up there 100-something. I'm like, I can't, okay. How do you pay? There was like a big percentage.
Yeah, you have to put a percentage down.
And it changes. Everybody's like,
every
won't
year.
you sue the people that you got bid on? I'm not that way. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. What you put out is what you get back. That's why I'm not just going to sue somebody for that.
Homeowners insurance or renters insurance, you might not. You just like your car insurance, you might not use it all the time,
Right.
but those are definitely needed. Medical insurance, I don't know if I'm going to get struck by lightning when I walk out that door, but you're going to charge me out the ass. I'm going to be paying more on my medical bills than I am my own mortgage.
It's really
I
lopsided.
got a situation like that I'm paying on. Went to the hospital, had a situation in Texas, and what I thought was gonna be in and out and them just checking on me ran me about $15,000.
See?
My insurance covered about majority of it to where I had to pay about $3,000.
That's still $3,000.
I
Let me
know.
show you what they did though. They took some X-rays. I got a CAT scan. Gave me some medicine. Was trying to give me some morphine because I was in pain. And I started thinking like, hold up, man, charge me for all this. This is bad when you got to be like, yeah, no, give me this.
I was doing that. I can't afford that one, so no, don't give me that.
There's a lot behind it, so it's crazy, but
It's like when you walk in, they might as well just hand you a laptop and say,
afford,
check off what you need.
What you can afford.
What can you afford? And it's
I'm
crazy.
like, just give me a Tylenol.
Yeah, hold up.
That's
that might be $500 itself.
And when I was in the
Exactly.
hospital, I didn't ask for anything because even though it was being paid for, I was still like, no, because I don't need anything. I'm good. Just let me sit here. I didn't ask for anything. I asked for Tylenol, I think, one time because my head was killing me. And that was like an astronomical $300 to $500 for 2 times.
Yeah, they gonna get you. They gonna hit you in the head.
Why?
I don't
is it
know. I was
so
like, and
expensive,
it
but
made
like,
me so disgusted with it.
but even though
I've been so.
So I've been told
turned off by
even if you go through the VA as a veteran,
Mhm.
put your insurance on your veteran
Yeah, I
information.
never understood.
This is why. Because it's not being charged to us, but it's pretty much your deductible is being paid because you're being seen. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So your deductible is being paid, and that deductible goes back into the VA system to where another veteran can be assisted. Somebody explained it to me some kind of way. But if you ever have to use your actual civilian insurance for something non-related to, veteran status or whatever, your veteran disability, and you have to pay for it. I had a full emergency hysterectomy. I paid $60 through the VA.
Gotcha.
It wasn't military related, so to speak, at that time. They was unaware when we came back from Iraq, and I went and got checked for the cervical side to make sure that they got all the cancerous cells out. And they was like, hey, while you're here, let's do an ultrasound on your ovaries, make sure you're good to go. Hey, in 2 weeks, you getting surgery. Full hysterectomy. I was 23 years old. You know what I mean? 24, 25, you know what I mean? They're just like, what do you mean? I just had my son at 23. Now at 26, about to be 27, I'm having a full hysterectomy. No more children ever in my life, even if I wanted to. That's kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't thinking about bills at the time.
Right.
And I still ended up getting a bill. Yeah, granted, it was $60, but then I think they changed it after that recently, like a few years after that, to if it's not military-related disability, then you will pay a certain percentage. Nothing is free anymore, period.
Mm-mm.
So if you have issues, like, who are you supposed to turn to? But you make too much money to get Medicaid.
Yeah, that's
So
an
it's-
issue.
It's like, do you get help or not? Why is it so freaking expensive to do the humankind thing and fix humankind?
That's what amazes me. I'm disgusted by it. I'm just like, repulsed, to be honest with you.
The healthcare world, it's all about the money.
Oh, yeah, it's a business.
People are dying
It's a pure
because they're
business.
afraid they can't afford to go get health care.
And you're absolutely right. You'd be like me. And that's why I'm so adamant about selling my house, because I could use the funds to get stuff checked on.
Yeah.
And I even mentioned my health on this last one.
And then the resources that are available, they don't have the resources internally to really assist people medically. They have to work with what they got.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a field dressing and some fucking ibuprofen and water
Right.
and a 2-week profile. Like they used to do us in the military. It's a 2-week profile. Run on your own. Here's some ibuprofen. Oh, that don't work? Let me get you some naproxen. It's about as high as you're going, buddy.
Yeah.
It's the most minimal thing that they can do. But we never saw how much they were charging every time we went to sick call. Don't know.
It's ridiculous. It really is.
But the resources that are available, like Doctors Without Borders and stuff like that, they legit have to wait on donations to be able to help humankind.
Wow.
Do you think it's because of do you agree with what I did find? They have to pay the doctors, and they're paying the doctors more and more and more.
I think.
So they inflate the prices to be able to keep the best of the best doctors because people are ran off.
I mean, it's only making it harder for the people who don't have the insurance. So, I mean, do I agree? No. But, I mean, I have insurance myself. So.
Yeah.
I'm
But I agree. I mean, I still feel for the people who don't, because it does make it harder.
And insurance is not cheap.
No, it's not. Please believe it's not.
Especially if you got kids.
Kids, and if you're paying privately on your own and not through a job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
With pre-existing conditions is even worse. Now, I'm glad that they did put it to where they would have to still assist you in some type of insurance, but all they did was jack the prices up.
Yeah.
So there's a way to, it's the marketplace. And you have to be denied Medicaid. You have to be denied Medicaid to be able to find insurance on the marketplace. So you have to try to, or it's the other way around. It's something like that. Like you have to try for your state Medicaid, but if you make too much, you're going to be denied. But once you're denied, then you can go over here to the marketplace and try to get something affordable. But the shit is still expensive.
This is what the Obamacare.
It's whatever the Obamacare is. I don't know what it's called anymore, but that shit is not cheap from what I'm hearing. I'm not sure. Do your research. Because, again, I'm not a healthcare profession. And
this is something that's been going on for years and years. It's always progressed. This isn't no Democrat, Republican thing. It's like, oh my God, it's because of that. No.
So if you have comfy money, $75,000 and above, you can afford it, but they're still going to bust you over the head even more because you're at the income
you got money,
rate.
they're going to take it. Mm-hmm.
But if you're medium, anywhere between 60,000 or 75 and below, or 74 and below to like 28, you're that middle person, So a lot of people want to be broke. They want to be at that 28 and below. Because that's where you get the benefits of the food stamps and the Medicaid and whatever, or the more kids you pop out, the easier it is. So it's like this vicious cycle of people being forced to live in poverty to be able to get free medical care.
It's really, you're absolutely right. It's just, I'm just like, it's repulsive to me. I'm like,
I think if people
I feel like an outsider, I'm like.
You're giving out, what is that, methadone, what is it? What is that?
Methadone.
For the heroin addicts.
Mm-hmm.
So to assist them,
And I don't understand.
But you got to pay for diabetic medicine. You got to pay for cancer medicine. You got to pay for all this and that and the third. But, I mean, granted, you want to help addicts. Got it. But guess what? Make free addiction clinics.
Make it equality.
That are in-house and not just a pop-up shot spot. That's free. Mm-hmm. Give them the free, if they're fighting an addiction or something like that, then give them that location to go to in-house within a certain amount of time. After that, a transitional program per se. And then after that, if they don't make it, it's not your business. You tried to help them. They didn't have to pay anything out of pocket for it. Just like, but you have people that are literally dying out here because they're afraid to go get help.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Can't afford it.
Mm-hmm. Can't afford it at all. But if it's an emergency, they have to see you. But then all of a sudden, you got people with clipboards coming in and fill out this paperwork. who's your insurance? When my brother died because of his overdose, his drug overdose, they still chucked it off for the hospital bill. They was going to end up charging the family, his wife at the time, leaving that bill to her for the hospitalization until I signed off on the documentation stating we didn't know where he was. He hasn't been employed for the state to be able to knock off that or not put that on the family. They was going to go after his wife for that hospitalization when he died.
It's all about that money.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then you had to pay to go to the hospital part. Now, where'd that money go?
Yeah.
Same
So the
way.
healthcare thing, I really hope that the politicians, if anybody ever sees this, y'all need to figure out a way to better help Americans when it comes down to the health aspect.
The basic medical needs. You know what I
Basic-
mean? Even if it's just the
Free
basic.
healthcare checkups annually, because the early detection, the better.
I mean, the basic.
The early detection, the better. So I think that everybody should have at least a free physical annually. And y'all want us to get a titty smushed 40 and above. So that shit should be free since it's recommended. And men got to do the squat and cough, so since it's recommended for early detection, why isn't it free?
It's a business.
It's all a business.
It's all business, a network
Something
business.
that you need.
That's why you go to one that, let me send you this one. It's just a business. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just a business.
But even those that think that the medical stuff that they do receive is free, it's not. Somebody's paying for it. Our taxes are paying for it. So why not allow us to vote on where our tax money should go to, which should be partially free healthcare?
Should be a
Unless you doing some body makeover shit in Miami or whatever that you choose to do and don't have to do.
Now I'm just talking about basic.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just the basic human rights. Give me my basic.
Yeah.
I'm
Insulin
not,
should be free. The chemo should
I'm
not have to cost.
I don't tell nobody because what am I going to do? They tell me to go somewhere and I'm like, I can't afford it. I can't. What am I supposed to do?
They won't even let you make an appointment without insurance.
Doctors won't let you.
No,
you do.
Oh, wow.
I'm not
on the outside.
If it's not an emergency room situation, even the urgent care, I had to call to make an appointment for the urgent care for when my son sprained his arm or something. He needed an x-ray. I had to verify that I could pay the $50 show-up fee before he could even be seen, and I had to make an appointment.
Wow.
And I still ended up getting a bill after the fact for the x-ray cost, for the percentage of the x-ray cost. So do your research. But anybody with some common sense and some power, man, y'all need to do better by us. Period, point blank.
Yeah, just the basic human needs, man.
Yeah. But until next time, go get yourself checked out. This is the HERshyt Show.
Be sure to log on to youtube.com and subscribe to the HERshyt Show at TheHERshytShow. Brought to you by 8 Robinsons TV and Yellow Tub Creative.
Subscribe to The HERshyt Show on YouTube and Facebook. Support by purchasing merchandise at www.8robinsons.com.